When it comes to North Korea, I believe most people will ask the following questions. When Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il passed away, we saw North Korean citizens crying so heartbreakingly. Was it real? What would happen if they didn't cry? How do North Koreans view the three supreme generals? Do they genuinely support them? Why is there no revolution? How do North Koreans evaluate the three supreme generals? The following answers come from a foreigner who was born and lived in North Korea for over 20 years.
First, I believe that the majority of people were genuinely crying at the passing of General Kim Il-sung and General Kim Jong-il. Why? Let's put it this way. Ordinary North Koreans receive benevolence education from birth, receiving gifts and snacks from the generals, hanging their portraits in their rooms, celebrating the generals' birthdays as the biggest festivals, constantly seeing the generals' smiling faces and their hard work for the country on TV, wearing leaders' badges as legally required for adults, seeing eternal towers and sun statues everywhere, reading about the generals' glorious deeds in textbooks, listening to news about the generals and songs praising them through loudspeakers, and visiting the generals' relics among many other things. The generals have become a part of everyone's daily life, becoming the most familiar strangers to everyone. Under these circumstances, when this most familiar stranger, under the broadcast of national media, said goodbye to us forever, most people would feel lost and empty, a feeling incomprehensible to those who haven't experienced it. Even some elderly people with poor health might pass away from shock upon hearing the news. Moreover, humans are social animals with a strong capacity for empathy, similar to feeling sad at a stranger's funeral. In an environment where the majority are crying in grief, even those less affected might find themselves crying. There's sadness for the person's passing, a vent for life's hardships, and confusion about the future life, a very complex emotion. So, should foreigners cry? The answer is, when everyone else is wailing, are you supposed to stand there laughing? What would happen if ordinary North Koreans didn't cry? Of course, nothing much, but in that emotional atmosphere, everyone can manage to cry. Does everyone genuinely support the three generals? This is definitely not absolute, but I dare not speculate on the proportion. Anyway, no one has ever told me they don't support them, so I guess you understand. Why is there no revolution? It's not that there haven't been attempts, but you just don't know about them. They were quashed at the plotting stage. In North Korea, you might say something inappropriate among close friends you've grown up with at a drinking session, and the next day someone might come to see you. I feel that without strong external forces intervening, it's unlikely to succeed. How do North Koreans evaluate the three generals? I can only tell you no one evaluates them, except for those who have physically left the country. All the evaluations I heard in North Korea were absolutely positive, as no one would risk speaking negatively just for the sake of argument. The three generals are all described as loving the people like their own children, all being great, bright, and correct benevolent fathers. Talking about this, I also have mixed feelings, as if I have 1,000 words to say, but I swallow them back. Because I dare not say too much about this part, I just hope that the people of North Korea will have a better future.